Yes, please, Lauren Sivan, everyone. Lauren, I got to come over and give you a thank you so much.
You fucking.
You're such a professional. She literally pointed there. I love that you're acting. You're giving the allure.
Me?
What's that?
It's for me.
Bill did it.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you're acting like it's a giant studio and there's so many options. Sit in the one chair that's open.
Well, by the way, Lauren, do you recognize the mics? Stolen from Compound.
Sweet.
It's good to see
It's
you.
great to see you.
Let me tell you, and I said this one of the last times I think it was the last time you were on Bill's show, and I've said this, whatever you're doing, keep doing. You look great. You look so much happier, so much less. Not that you were miserable before. That seems duplicitous.
She's still miserable.
I am miserable.
I want everyone. I'm wondering. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I'm over here.
I know. So nice to meet you.
Nice to
Sort of.
Oh, you never met Keanu?
But
No, we should have met at your wedding.
Whose fault is
My
that?
fault. My
Thank
fault.
you.
I hate to
It's
interrupt.
not mine,
Can we hear Bill? Is what I'm wondering.
I think we can hear Bill.
I'm
perfectly.
asking the chat,
Testing.
just making sure. Okay,
All right, there you go.
All
Oh,
right.
look at that.
should be good. Look at that. We're technologically sound.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like the whole crew is here. It's amazing.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Well,
Hollywood set.
since
I think
since
so.
Compound
Testing.
Media was shattered and me and Bill were left scurrying like rats, we wound up in our own
Redundant.
respective places and such. So, although I will say these cameras we didn't have at first, and I was literally just trying to keep the stream going, talking into that little camera, and I was miserable. And then my far better half set up the thing there, and
You weren't figuratively?
And watch this, Lauren. You're welcome. Well, you're welcome.
I can see why this marriage works.
Because she does
I see the
everything.
partnership.
I do. I do
really does.
everything.
It's 50-50. She does everything and I do something, but you divide it in half, right? Is that how you do it? Now I'm going
I
to
don't know how
enjoy,
math works.
as you have, I'll show you a little life hack. What you do is you take your empty ricotta container, the small one, you freeze water in it, and then you get a nice little ice cube, right? For your chronic drinking addiction of bourbon.
I'll tell you what I do.
By the way, and then there's me. Look, talking me. Did you want some whiskey talk? You have to look at it. Did you want?
It's me, little
I
Gino.
still don't understand
I'm the
how that
voice in
works.
Gino's head,
don't
and
imagine.
I feel so inclined to tell Miss Famous Lauren Sivan about how I freeze my ice cubes inside of a cottage
Did you
cheese
learn that from your
container.
nana?
No.
I
My
sure
man
did.
is rolling over in her grave saying, "Why do you think Italians are called trash?"
It's
Because of
embarrassing.
me in my headband. Yeah, I mean, it's what's the other thing I do? Oh,
I make pan-fried coffee
I
every
make
morning.
pan-fried coffee. Here's what I do.
I take a pan and I pour my old
That's not what I
coffee
do.
into the pan and I heat it up.
It's not what I do. It's not what I do.
What? Are we embarrassed because Lauren's here? You
This
tell
is
every
making
other
my head
guest.
spin. The future is now.
What I do is I drink my
Signs.
coffee black.
Yeah.
So if I have leftover coffee, I'll put it in that thermos or I'll just throw it in the fridge. And since it's black, nothing bad happens to it.
Right.
So sometimes, since we don't have a microwave, I don't pan fry the coffee. I do a thing called the double boiler, right? You remember that in
Why
college.
don't you just drink it
Sounds
cold?
like work. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really not.
It's
Don't you have
iced
a
coffee.
microwave?
No, we got rid of the microwave.
Why?
It was so ugly. It was so
Does it involve a
hideous.
conspiracy theory?
No.
You don't like the vibes the microwave's
Hello,
given?
Jews. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Lord. Jews, let me tell you, Jews want you to get rid of every oven, every type of oven.
Oh,
You know what?
Gino.
You know what, Sean? The war, fucking, let me tell you, the war would have ended in 43 if Hitler had a microwave oven. Not bad, right?
I actually had to do the
You
math
didn't
on that.
miss this at all. Come
no,
on.
I mean,
I feel like she didn't.
it's like riding a bike. I forgot.
I forgot that I
I
didn't want to be
remember.
on that
Yeah.
bike, and the bike was
Forgot how much I hate bike riding.
the pedals were assholes. So enough about me and my my proclivities for coffee. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
No,
Thanks for
I'm here
having me.
too.
Hi, Bill. So anyway, no, and by the way, kudos to Keanu. Sorry we started late. It was Keanu set up all these logistics, which
Beautiful.
again, that's why we have Bill there on the lovely couch with the old backdrop.
That means a
Also-
couch. Will we call it lovely?
Yeah, I think what Keanu
pretty
thinks
lovely.
it's pretty lovely.
It's
Mm.
not my fault. It's covered in cat hair. Every
that
time
would
I
be
try
the
to get
cat.
hair
It's
off.
shedding season.
Do you ever remember us talking about Six, his cat? as feral as we described, and
Angel.
thankfully 6 is hidden right
a
now.
little angel,
Oh,
a ray
really?
of
But
sunshine.
I'm sure.
I have got many a wound. By
She
being
bit
near
me
one.
in the leg the other day.
She likes
It's domestic
you.
violence.
It's not my fault. Calico cats, females, they imprint on people. Okay, and I bottle.
No,
fed
those
her.
are ducks. Cats don't do that.
Ducks imprint on people.
Yes, most birds do. Cats don't.
Cats.
Your
do.
cat just sucks.
You can look it up. You can Google it. Cats imprint.
Yeah, but Lauren's hiding around here somewhere.
Female. Oh, she's when guests are here. Like during the show, she usually goes to her spot.
Good.
It's
Stay there.
She's in the south wing of the apartment,
Mhm,
Laura.
I see.
You came in through the north corridor.
Yes, through the courtyard. and-
Corridor.
by the way, Bill sent me to the wrong address.
Oh,
I was
no.
walking up and
That's-
down the block
I
looking
am
for
so sorry.
346.
Which is on the other side,
Doesn't
right?
exist.
Doesn't exist. No.
Wait, I want to confirm that.
Yep.
And by courtyard, we mean a yard of people that should be in court right now. Am I right?
Yeah.
We live in East Harlem. Now, your travels, I'm told, like now that you've been traveling quite a bit, right? And by the way, it's the guy who hasn't done an ounce of show prep. He literally, I was selling garbage cans earlier. It's all coming together for me.
Lauren is correct. I gave her the wrong address.
Thank you.
That's why I was
346, and it's I shouldn't say that
Oh,
out loud.
woman.
I don't want to dox you, buddy.
A woman walking like this from door to door in this
I
neighborhood.
know, I'm a
Doors
horrible
in
friend.
Harlem.
I don't even know if I can
It
call
was-
myself a
it
Would
friend
some
anymore.
Spanish guy in his bathrobe answer and say, "I ordered an Asian"?
It
Is
was,
that what?
It was character building.
Well, here was Gino's prep. So what's Lauren been up to lately? And I was like, well, I have a cute video of her sister, and her mom, vis-a-vis Iceland, I believe. Yes.
I guess. I don't know. You're
He
always-
just
Yeah, I
wanted
love
to
it.
say vis-a-vis.
I don't know what it means.
You
But
like-
I said it to
you enjoy
Keanu.
that?
It's very
Did
cute.
you enjoy that?
Yeah, how's that working out for you, the vis-a-vis?
I don't think I can have
They
a
were going to
visa
deport him
anywhere.
because he didn't have a valid vis-a-vis.
Don't give him that. Don't give him that.
I needed it.
God
Thank you.
damn it.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
It means a lot, Lauren. I'm not kidding. God, remember the simpler times
I'm
back
here.
in Fox, Red
Yeah.
Eye, all that stuff? I found a Red Eye picture of you two for the thumbnail. Oh,
Aw.
it took me
Oh,
back.
back in the day,
Back in the
we
day.
were
Now, do you still talk to Gutfeld?
young. No, but I ran into him on the street corner in Miami.
Oh
like,
my
a couple
God!
years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize. My mom was like, "That looks just like Greg Gutfeld," and I was like, "That is Greg Gutfeld."
By
How
the way,
weird.
For those who have not met Jackie, that is an unbelievably accurate impression, as Lauren has done
Yeah,
most of her career,
she was
but-
very tickled.
Here we go.
Semi-lucid and in the neighborhood.
Look how
We
young.
asked her to stumble on in and fill a seat. Sadly, the voice of Long Island is leaving us for newer and hopefully more sober opportunities in Los Angeles. As a result, we put together this montage of Savant's finest moments on this award-winning
Aw.
program.
And did you stumble upon him while he was sober? Correct. He is still very sober, I believe.
He
Look
was
at all your
smoking a
finest
weed pen.
moments.
Ugh, I've had it with weed pens. What are you doing?
And he
baby?
never used to be a weed smoker.
These are all of her finest moments. Look at that. And it says
Oh
Bill
yeah,
Schultz
that was
in
a
here.
fun
There
thing
he
we
is.
did,
Oh,
where all
there
we
it
did
is.
was
Panda poo?
clips of
All right,
Lauren
researchers
like,
at the-
basically grunting.
Look at
Time
you
to do
guys.
Panda Poo? All right, research.
You know,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
2
yeah.
months.
Oh,
Do we have time to do
cute.
Panda Poo? All right.
Were we?
We were young, full of hope.
That is one thing. Like my YouTube,
Well, we were young.
my YouTube got nuked, and one like at first I didn't care, because I hate YouTube. I hate how they're controlling speech and stuff.
The world.
Yes, exactly. I hated it, and I'm like, I hated YouTube, but now it's like I'm noticing things I miss. Like I did all my football videos; they're gone. My roast to Dennis Rodman and the clip
How did that just all go away?
because it was on my YouTube, and I didn't.
Oh,
and I'm
gotcha.
107
Oh.
years old. I didn't.
You don't
stuff.
back it up.
I did not back it up.
Nah.
What's wrong with
This ass did not back that up.
Mm.
Thank you.
Again, why are you giving him this?
That was funny.
I like the
Lost-
apologetic laugh.
I've lost a lot of respect.
As I was saying, the clip of me and you, the first time I was on Red Eye, I've told the story countless times. Bill got me on because we were drinking in a bar and he acted like he'd known me forever. And there's a tete-a-tete, a back and forth
Vis-a-vis.
vis-a-vis.
Wait, tete-a-tete?
Yeah, doesn't that mean head to head? There's a
It's a
tete-a-tete.
tete-a-tete.
Yeah, thank you.
Tete-a-tete?
Yeah, you
A
know,
Tete-a-tete,
tete-a-tete.
tete-a-tete.
You sound like Nell.
There's a tete-a-tete.
Was it Nell?
Nell.
Yes.
Jody Crawford.
Judy?
Jody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did you drink?
A little.
I was late, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what
that's true.
happened.
But there's a back and forth with me and Bill the first time I was on, and it was great,
Yeah, it was great for you. I look like an asshole.
No, I looked pretty stupid too, but I thought it was really good because remember the old Red Eye? Like you weren't, at least when I was doing it, Comics weren't at the desk. They were on a different floor, I think.
We would put them in the newsroom. Remember that?
That was weird. Why'd you guys do that?
Don't ask
And
me.
the time, so the way I had to time it was really, but it was something.
And weirdly, there was still a delay, even though it was in the same building.
Bill was telling drunk stories, and he said he woke up and somebody had written the word dick on his. He woke up hungover, and somebody had written the word. What is it? Gay or?
I think it was just on my back. It said "I love penis," and my mom saw that when I came home, and I think it was just cock on my head. I was late for a flight, and I didn't see it.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You never see.
And it was a lot of weird stares when I was going through first class into my coach, and people were like, "Yeah."
And I think
there was a little penis on my
Who
cheek.
told you about it?
Well, the bathroom told me midway through the flight,
But no one told you, like, sir, you
No,
cock on
no, they all enjoyed it, I'm
Oh
sure.
my god!
And then I got home, and I thought I had gotten it all off in the flight. And I think I took my shirt off when I went upstairs. And my mom came in, and she just sort of gulped and like behind on my back because I was that.
She wasn't the only one gulping with that written on the forehead. Back to you, Bill. I feel like we're doing a terrible morning show. Bill, tell us more.
And then what?
Why are you staring at me? On the clip, Bill, you said it said, "I love cock," and my
maybe that was it. It was a long time ago.
My brilliant line was, "Is it weird that it was in your handwriting, Bill?"
Yes,
and
that was very good. Yeah.
Laughing at my joke and patting myself on the back. It was really, but anyway, I lost.
That was weird. He really did.
I really did. I did that a lot, and then I snapped my suspenders. But
Hey, me?
Hey, what is
it? Was college, Lauren. It was a long time ago.
I
Why were
was
you living with
wondering
your
if
mother
it's
in college?
okay if I
No, I
changed
was
the
going back
background of this
home
because the
to
other
see
one
my
was
mom.
too busy.
Understood me. I got you. By the way, have a drink, mate.
It still makes me
This is
giggle.
quite reminiscent of the first Red Eye set.
Oh.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, very
It does
much
look
so.
like the first Red
Remember, we had that
Why,
faux
thank
stupid
you.
brick.
I
Yeah.
came up with it all myself.
Thank you very much. I have her do that when we're not even doing the show. I'll just walk by the thing and like, you have a drink, and she'll just.
I do
Oh.
worry that
Let's
you
go.
might actually put your penis in that. Yeah, it's as close to
Actually.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, a simpler time, and now the world's moved on. And
Yeah.
the thing, and I'll thank you both again. Watch me stay on brand. I'll thank you both again because I hate that we've gotten away from this since the lockdown. People live, even though these are boxes because we couldn't fit anyone in. We didn't have a third tall chair. But I hate that people like live in boxes now, and they've normalized this. And I really like, that's what I like. We have people come just
Well,
about
I
every
actually
day
quite
trying to-
literally live in a box.
You and me.
Refrigerator.
Yeah,
not to brag.
But I try and have people. We try and host people every day. We try and keep that thing going because you lose the energy. You lose just the natural conversation that it is. You know what I mean? Like,
not really.
you do. You
No,
do.
I don't.
When she walked in and said, "Where should I sit?" Let me check. No.
Even I made that executive decision. I'm like, of course.
But I love
the moneymakers over there.
But everything TV is dying and it's becoming normalized. Like you look at the late night shows now. There's a reason your dear friend Greg Gutfeld is the most watched show on TV.
My dear friend.
Because why can't you can't get us on there? We're nice people.
Don't blame me. The first time.
Please, you did.
And then you unfortunately continued to be my friend, and that's probably why you weren't on as much after a while.
But we're charming people. We can't make a comeback, Bill. We can't start our own. We can't pitch a show or something.
Aren't you doing it?
What's that?
Isn't this?
Yeah, what the
Well,
fuck
you
do you
really,
call
you've
this,
really
Gino?
been not now, honey. You've really been away. Yeah,
You realize this is just for them.
You
This
know
isn't
what?
going anywhere.
Let's not talk about it. So when she talks to other people, she's like, "I was doing that. I was doing In Hot Water. That
Big
studio,
show.
big show studio. I was in the studio with Gino and
was a
Bill
nice
Schultz.
studio.
Boy, oh boy, was that so much fun.
Just have a drink.
Packed outside. People know about it. It's buzzing.
I'm still feeling guilty about the 346 versus 349 thing.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I want to be in the conversation when Laura goes, "Yeah, I was in the studio with Bill and Gino. Schultz and Biscotti, they're not dead. No, they're doing a show.
I
We
am
get
so
that a lot.
sorry about them, Lauren.
What, baby?
Thank you.
No, I don't blame you. That's for sure.
It's
Somebody's got to
terrible.
blame her.
Gino comes home. He's like, I don't have my keys. Are my keys there?
I had an appointment. I was doing some I was filming. I was doing.
Important business.
God, if I told you what my life has become, you wouldn't
It's
even
all
be in, you wouldn't even be in
amazing.
studio with me
I
and
would
Bill.
believe it.
And
Studio.
Yeah.
In studio.
Just trying to sell that aspect. We wouldn't even. It does translate nicely though.
I
You know
think
what
so.
I mean?
It's lovely.
What's this? It really does. Look, we'll take Bill
And
out.
unlike the original Red Eye set, this is actual real brick.
Look, I'm taking you out for 1 sec, Bill. Look, this is like that's a nice looking set. That's how we usually do it.
It
Oh,
is
I'm
lovely.
so proud of myself.
I look all awkward. I mean, uneven. By the way, okay, that's.
I didn't even try and put a clean shirt on today.
This is a clean
Not even
shirt.
for Lauren.
I changed it. Unbelievable.
Is that a Rams shirt?
That's a Charger shirt.
Ooh, I love the Rams.
I know. Because it's the LA team. Could be the Rams. Could be the Chargers.
Lauren has some.
Well, by the way, Lauren
we have
pretended to be a Rams fan, of course, when they were good, and that shows you how much of a Rams fan she is when she looks at the Chargers
When they're
logo.
not good.
Yeah.
We have some Rumble rants, some pertaining to Miss
You got a
Lauren.
cute Rams hat.
Oh, bring them up, baby. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
It's fine. You never listen to the to the.
I
to the
there's
sound.
so much. There's so much to keep track of that I'm just learning. I'm
so much
sorry, babe. There you
stimuli.
go.
Okay, here you go.
Ah.
1, 2, bing, bing, bing. Let me make sure.
These
I
are
give
called
you the
Rumble
sound.
rants because when you get banned on YouTube, you don't get super chats. You get these things. Ah,
J
Lauren,
Mac Cherry. Thank you
say
for the
Don't say hi to
cherry.
his
Yeah, this is
I
the future
swallowed
right here,
tongue.
Alarm.
I've fallen for that before. Okay?
There's so
It's
many.
not my first rodeo.
Come on, J Mac. It's
Nice
not Frankie.
try, Tosca.
Hmm.
You gonna read it, Eugene?
Gino eats Snickers bars upside down so he can feel the vein on his tongue. That's great. I mean,
like
that's terrible.
I like that.
This is a classy lady, Gino. Break out the Carlo Rossi.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm a dude,
Yeah.
and Lauren's here.
Here's $2. There you go. J Mac Cherry is a classy dude, huh? $2 to sniff the seat.
Wow.
Bill would have to get up first. Am I right?
Again.
There you go.
I'm
Sometimes
right
it
here.
doubles up.
It's worth 20.
Bra time. One time, and this is another thing. Shout
Oh
out Pinto
God,
for the dollar.
that is a reference about what 3 weeks ago. We were
Even
both wearing
longer.
Keanu's bras. Remember? Do you remember? Did you ever see Weird Science?
Yeah.
Remember when they had to put the bras on their head
Yeah.
when they're making? That's kind of what we look like.
And I would argue, I'd love your take on this. I would argue, like, we were laughing about it. Someone's like, all right, now put the bras on normal. Well, I guess it's not normal.
Oh yes, and we did
Yeah.
do that.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did, Lauren, and we were laughing like maniacs because, you're hanging out with your friend. It's like they're like, we'll give you $20. I'm like, all right. But then the haters
I don't
are like,
recall getting
"That's-"
anything.
They're like, that's sad. And I'm like, I don't think it is because I'm hanging out with Bill. If I'm sitting
Well,
there-
that's sad.
if I'm sitting there like Irene Cara on Fame, if any of you are old enough to remember,
Wow.
and I'm just
Deep cut.
crying, that's one thing. Alone in the
Were
in
you
some-
singing The Body Electric
was that what he was doing?
in Fame?
I just remember. Look, I was young, and I remember. Irene
She's
Cara-
way younger than both of us, and she got that reference better than you did.
I know. I was barely old enough.
I don't. I just remember Irene Cara showing her breasts,
Yes, me too.
or whoever that
Yeah.
was. Yeah, and she's crying, taking them out.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
not
what you did when
sexy,
you
but
landed.
you enjoyed the nipples regardless.
It looked
Yeah.
like your Red Eye audition.
Was I topless?
Gino.
But audition.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
yeah, you met Greg at Stuff Magazine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, yes.
Rick Leventhal still married?
Ew.
He
I
is.
think so.
Kelly Dodd.
He was on like a Housewives show or something, wasn't he? Or am I crazy?
Sure was. Not anymore.
No,
No. I believe, yeah.
he's on one of the Newsmax channels now, I believe.
Here,
Is he?
Lauren,
Good
look
for
at
him.
this.
look exactly like with a
I
slight. By the way,
I look
I hope
exactly
my
like
brother's watching
Klinger,
because
I
I
do.
gotta tell you, he's like he looks
I mean, you
exactly
can
like
pick.
Klinger on MASH.
I did.
I look exactly like with a
I actually am
slightly
starting to get
smaller
bigger
nose.
Bill has filling them out, actually, which is
I know.
scary.
He
Bill.
is.
Well, no, but that's also insulting to Keanu, what you
Yeah.
just said right
And then,
there.
of course,
No.
Five fan took a picture, put Frankie in, and pixelated Bill's nipple, which I thought was fucking
Ugh.
absolute brilliance.
Also, I'm quite flat chested, so Bill is actually in a bathing suit top. I don't
That's
even have
why
anything
Lauren
on.
was
Bill's
insulting
it-
you, and
he
I will
fills
not
it
have
out
it.
beautifully. I'm not insulting her.
Well,
Well,
it's
I'm
her.
saying you have man boobs.
Well,
Oh,
I just
damn.
don't have enough bras. So Gino is in a bralette, and poor Bill is in a little
A bikini.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they
Which
look.
you
Not
wear-
poor Bill. I've never felt
And
more
look,
mean.
Can we notice Bill is so tan in the dead of winter?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Because when we did that, that was about 2 weeks after I got back from Palm Springs. So
I mean-
your
Oh.
fault.
Yeah.
He just lays there getting melanoma,
Mhm.
like a dead body.
He doesn't have enough skin to get melanoma, does he?
What little is
What?
there is becoming
Like a
one giant
handbag.
freckle.
What do you mean? What do you mean he doesn't have enough skin to get melanoma?
I know. Never overthink anything he
I'm
says.
just saying he's a scrawny. I should say scrawny. That's insulting, but he's a slender lad.
Well, Lauren can make fun of me all she wants, but I'm a great guest because
Please do.
I never expect anything. I am just happy to be by the pool, getting
can
my
also
melanoma.
fit-
Oh my
my
God, we have
clothing.
that in common. I get it. I would lay out in the sun all day long. Who cares about the melanoma? I understand.
Well, you're young enough that you can get away with it. Me, not so much.
No.
I have.
I once
turned-
woke him up. His eyelids were purple. Like it looked like he had eyeshadow on. They were so swollen and purple. Like he was ready for a drag show.
Does he?
because I was burned.
Yes, you
Ugh.
burned your eyelids.
Ugh.
We tried moving you multiple times.
Oh, that was your birthday. Yeah.
And we kept
yeah.
putting an umbrella over
That
him,
was
and he
bad.
kept getting up and moving out.
I'm not a good friend or person.
out of the
do you
shade.
even wear product?
What?
What besides baby oil?
Yeah. Well, they say you shouldn't. They say
I do put on SPF now,
Besides French fry grease?
but I think
No,
it's
he
too
does
little,
not
too
prefer
late.
that.
Yeah.
if I may throw, it's been stop the timer. I'll do my first conspiratorial thing. They say the sunblock is what causes the cancer because healthy skin needs vitamin D and UV light.
Either
and
way, I'm
that blocks
fucked.
it out.
Not that much.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
that
I'm
much is right.
fucked.
Keanu, like last time she went, not last time, but remember the time you came back from where was it? And your skin was you got a
Dominican
sunburn
Republic.
somewhere here. Then you went to wherever
Dominican
with your mother,
Republic.
DR, and your skin was peeling.
And everybody on Twitter told me it was like a squamous cell. It probably is.
Oh, no.
But that's because I have a problem. I got sunburned, then went straight to the Dominican Republic after I peeled off all of the sunburn and
no.
tanned it
Oh,
again.
no.
Yeah.
So I probably do have melanoma.
I mean, if any
but-
dermatologists are watching this, they are.
We're very
I
big
know,
with
I
the
know.
dermatologist
Dry heaving.
demographic.
my mom's nurse friend was like, "No, those are like second-degree burns."
Yeah.
Well, I'm
but
going
I
to
tried
deserve
this,
everything that's
yeah.
coming to me. But believe it or not, I was, God, less than a year ago, I did go to a dermatologist. And I got all these weird giant freckles. I blame Palm Springs.
I found my first
but-
mole today. It's freaking me out.
But
Freaking
like
me
they
out.
told me, like, not good. So far, so good. And I know I'm on borrowed time because, the sun's obviously
Who are
killed
you
me.
borrowing that time from, Bill?
Lenders.
This is great. How bored are you when you don't hang out with me and Bill? What are you doing?
I mean, I feel like she's happy.
Yeah.
She's away from us.
I'm
And you're a
actually-
reminder,
Doesn't
reminding
seem
her
like
and such.
happy,
the
but
fact that she did. I'm sorry to interrupt you. What'd you say, baby?
no, I mean, you guys could be doing better to make her a little happier. I would say she's not. It's not like a rebel
By the way,
rousing good
Keanu,
time
Can we
for
just
her.
mention when Bill talked me into coming today? Never mentioned location. He was like, "Come, be on, like, oh, it'll be fun. We'll meet up. We'll go out. We'll do the podcast." I was like, "Okay." This morning he slams me with the address,
I
That's
didn't.
not
Again,
right. And
that
it
was
was
a
wrong.
figurative slam.
so I came all the way uptown and I'm walking up and down this block like
And he doesn't even give you the
Fucking
right address.
nomad.
This is bullshit, you two.
I mean,
I was selling garbage.
I'm
cans.
part of the problem. But I did buy you prosecco, and this is good stuff.
that helps.
Lamarca is really
There you
cute.
Yeah.
So
It
Doesn't
is
hurt
really
none.
good.
Doesn't hurt none. Now,
Prosecco's keto, you guys.
Well, okay, and shockingly, Lauren did not dress up for us. What show are you seeing tonight?
So my mother has an unnatural crush on Andrew Scott, who's the hot priest in Fleabag. He was in Ripley, blah blah blah.
Oh, sure.
An Irish gay actor.
can we see a picture of him? Thank you.
what do you think I'm doing?
Irish gay, redundant. Am I right?
Wait, what?
I like
All
to call
Irish
them-
people are
I
gay?
like to call them Mick Queers. I don't know.
What?
Or a number, we could say.
That sounds like a Happy Meal.
And-
In Chelsea.
I got the McQueer. What's it come with? Fries and a little fries. Don't
Okay,
sit on it.
yes.
All right. So anyway, she's looking up the picture. You're used to be interrupting. So she has an unnatural crush on who is he?
Adam Scott.
Andrew Scott is
Andrew
his name,
Scott.
and he is in this play called Vanya, where he plays like all the roles. And my mom was
Ugh,
dying to
it's
see this
one
play, and I
man,
was like,
ugh.
"Mom, it is so fucking expensive to get tickets. It's like it's completely sold out." I was like, "Not happening." And this morning, I got like an alert that the tickets went down to like only one mortgage payment,
Oh, nice.
and I jumped on it stupidly. I was half asleep. So
Do
we're going
you want to see this a
play.
one-man play? Oh, God. I mean, it's just the
I'm
most
doing it for my
pretentious.
mother.
You are a very good daughter.
Andrew Scott lost his mother this year, and I happened to.
Cheeto. I
happened to
mean,
meet
again, his mom and dad are
And I
very
just
dead.
thought I should do nicer things for my mother.
You do enough nice things.
Bill,
for
sit like this guy.
Yeah, you should
and
sit
you
like
could
that
be
with
him.
a bicep.
Look at him.
Here, do you want to wear my
Yeah,
jacket?
if you
like,
drape
Sure,
a
sure.
sweater over
Over
your
your
shoulders,
shoulders,
you could look
Well, it's
just like
difficult 'cause I
him.
gotta
It
hold
looks so
this.
natural how he's sitting.
Yeah, he looks so comfortable.
Right?
Well, and her mom has just an unnatural thing for really any Irish actor, I feel like. I mean,
I mean,
really all I have is Killian and this
Cillian
guy.
Murphy and this guy. And
Oh, I
she's-
love Killian Murphy.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see? Not gay, by the way, Gino.
I know, but
Damn it.
I think that
Then why do I have this
that
erection?
Scott guy,
Makes no sense. I don't
he
get it.
looks way more masculine than Killian.
He does.
Killian to me looks like a girl. Do
But
you not
Cillian
think?
is
The
the
guy
s-
that did Oppenheimer?
Killian's the straight one
I know, but he looks like a girl to me.
because gay guys are built like men.
Oh,
I used to go to
He-
Okay. I don't know when this all happened.
the thing you would have seen at the wedding is Keanu, like best. What did you call Elliot?
You know what you
Right,
would have seen at
man,
their
I'm
wedding? Regret. Mostly from Keanu.
Her lifelong friend is this gay guy Elliot, and we went out to dinner once with him and his boyfriend Baxter, and like this is why like I'm old, so when I say faggot, like
Yep.
I'm like I love gay people, like I
Sure.
yeah, like it's just a word I use. We're at dinner, and like there are gay guys, like you said it, that are dudes. You know what I mean?
They're
So
fucking
we,
Oh,
wet.
yeah.
yeah. So we go out, and like it's like Keanu's here, I'm here, and Elliot's there, and the
You
guy
really
Baxter's
paint a
there, and,
picture.
like you know, maybe it's like that subtle homophobe. Like I got a wine, right? I get a wine. This guy
A
Baxter,
wine.
a wine.
Wine.
Baxter sitting across from me. He's like, I'm having whiskey. Have a whiskey with me, and I'm like this. Okay.
Whatever you say.
And then at the wedding,
Your
like they're
eyes
at
are
the
so
table.
dreamy.
Yeah, they're at the table, like we're at the wedding table, and I look at her guy Elliot, who's gay, and I go, and then Baxter smiles. I'm like, hi, buddy.
I know it's honestly starting to creep Baxter out how much
I
you
can
like
see that.
love him. He's
I get it.
like-
I'd make
Hey,
fun of you
man.
about it the
It should.
same
I call-
way.
I
Yeah.
say-
He is a handsome man. They both are. They're both too hot to be straight.
yeah, like they have to
That's
be
the
gay.
that's
They
the
have
issue.
to
When
be
you
gay.
meet a guy that's too hot, you're like, are you really straight though?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Probably
It's
on
so
the
true.
wrong team.
Me,
Right
me and Bill never get questioned on it.
Correct.
These guys
Oh.
are straight.
Correct.
I know.
Those McQueers are
Can
straight.
you please fill me up?
Of course, honey.
Baby needs her bottle.
Baby needs
Now,
By the
her
way, I
bottle.
haven't eaten.
Well,
today.
and
This is
all
Yeah, we have pizza, cold pizza. I got drunk last night. And
Yeah, they have
So
a
you're
lot
not
of
gonna
pizza.
pan fry it?
Yeah, you get a
It's not
Oh,
coffee,
that
Lauren.
sounds like a good idea.
Who asked me?
Oh. Eugene, what do we think of the
It's not
orange
mine, so-
background?
Would you like me to hang that up for you?
No, I don't know what to do with it. Like, just throw
Hang
it.
it on the
Swing
side of
it
your
over
chair.
like Bill.
Or just put it.
Oh,
Oh,
what happened?
I wish we had a crashing sound effect. Let me ask you this, Lauren, because I always think of you as unlike Bill. She loved it. Unlike Bill, who claim,
Stop being such a good audience.
unlike Bill, who claims to be a journalist, I always think of you as an actual journalist. I do.
Two-time
I'm a
Emmy-winning
journalist.
reporter.
Journalist, you're a girl. Now,
Two-time Emmy-winning.
what is-
Three.
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 Oh, I've been saying that wrong for a while.
Now, let me ask you, what do you think? Like, I never
About things.
Yeah, I never used to follow the news. Like when I was on Red Eye,
Clearly.
I had to hang out and talk to my friends who paid attention. You know,
Mhm.
but now, it's over. Crotchety old man, I'm sucked in, Lauren. You know what I mean? And he'll tell you, I lean very conservative. Very conservative, and I have no faith in the mainstream media anymore. That includes Fox News. I've had it with them. Like I'm a news.
First of all, lame stream.
mainstream media,
Mhm.
and I like, but that's my opinion. I'm just a guy who tells dick jokes, hangs out with Bill.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But you're like, I'd love to know your take on the state of the media right now.
Oh, I don't. Now that I'm not getting paid to, I don't watch the
I
news
hate you.
anymore.
You just walked away from it. You just like, I'm not screwing.
Honestly, I'm so much happier. But
Oh, without it, I've said this. You see,
ignorance is
so
bliss.
that shows
Oh,
the compliment I was
yes.
trying to pay you. You both, like we've seen you. You're beautiful. You're smart, but you just seem so much lighter now. Like
So
you
much
hated
lighter.
Fox News. I mean, news is
No.
am I
I
wrong?
loved news. I loved news for a long time, and I actually Fox News was a really great job. I didn't like my shift. Who the hell wants to work the graveyard shift? But I did love news, and when I got out of it, it was very like hard to stop. Like you're so used to having it on in the car, having it on
Yeah,
at home all
sure.
the time,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was like, why am I doing this? Like it just makes me angry and anxious, and
Yes.
I don't really need to know what's going on.
It's so funny you say that because I got away from sports a lot. Like I used to do.
Did that give you anxiety?
I'm getting away from the White Sox.
No,
I'll tell you
but
that much.
the Phillies are slumping too.
Oh,
But
don't
like
I don't
I've
hear
gotten away from it. It gave me anxiety because I used to write for terrestrial radio. I wrote a sports sheet, and then when COVID hit, I started pushing. And people are sick of hearing this, and you should be. But I had a great gig. I was writing 5 nights a week for iHeartRadio, a syndicated sports sheet called Gino's Sports Sheet. Right, I could do it from anywhere. And
what else is on the resume? Did you ever do like a cab themed show?
Well, let me
that
tell
almost
you.
made
it's
it?
very funny. Your friend Bill, very funny.
I know. Why do you think we're still friends?
No, she's only laughing at you. She doesn't
Why
laugh
do
at
you think
anything
we're
I
friends?
say.
It's not for
I'm
his
laughing at you.
swarthy good looks or manners. It's
Why the swarthy?
I think he's gay. He's
Could
so
you just
good
say
looking.
good looks?
Hey, Big Gene. Big
Yeah,
Gene.
what is it, little me?
Did you tell him about trash cans?
I was on Crashing. Sure. People are always like, "How'd I miss you on Crashing?" And what do I
Crashing.
say?
I said trash cans.
Oh, trash.
What else is on my resume? I got so drunk yesterday, I ordered 4 whole pizzas.
Yep, sure did. I
And
saw
I
it on the
didn't even
fridge.
know that I did it.
No, you know
And
what I
then when
did?
I came to, I said, "Who ordered all these pizzas?"
He's funnier than me.
I can't
It
tell
was
if
so
little
strange.
You
Gino
know what
is
I did,
more
little-
like Jiminy
What I
Cricket
did,
in your
little
conscience.
Gino, was I was drunk and I said,
What?
I said, let me go on Grubhub and order pizza. And like,
2
I must have
whole
brought up an old
pizzas.
order and I ordered a pepperoni pizza. And it's like, but
Or you just ordered 5 pizzas.
And a
this is a
sandwich.
convoluted way.
Right, I
of-
was
yeah.
so drunk.
And then let me tell you what happened.
Here
Then
we
I
go.
woke up from my nap
Here we go.
and I stumbled into the kitchen and I said to my wife, "Who sent these?"
Is that true? Oh,
It's
Gino.
100%
I'm gonna have to
true.
take my
Oh,
word for it.
Gino, be better.
And my wife said, "You ordered them, Gino?
I'm sure what we did.
2 whole large pizzas and
Really
1
good.
whole eggplant sandwich and mozzarella
Oh my
sticks."
God.
Yeah. If she
something for the vegetarian.
ready for this,
Yeah.
if you wandered around outside any longer, you might have been an eggplant sandwich.
No, it's not funny.
She doesn't want to laugh. She's laughing at the eggplant.
That ain't
Edit
right.
out her laugh. Edit out her
She goes,
laugh.
That's terrible.
2 whole pizzas.
Yeah, you can always save it by just being like, yeah, that's what I do.
Let me enjoy this. I'm having a great time.
No, I had a problem with Ambien where I would make orders in the middle of
Oh,
the night.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard
Go
that
on.
happens. Yeah.
it's my mother's favorite story of all time.
Tell it,
is?
please.
Yes.
That's so
And
dish.
she still looks up the photo that I gave her of. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
By the way,
Tell it.
if I was Bill's mother, she has a different favorite story of all time. Go on.
Wait, are you
Whoa,
insinuating
what?
that you've had intercourse with my mother?
Oh my God.
He's very
Keanu, I am. Wow. Wow.
What
Wow.
I used
Wow.
to do, and before you tell this story, if I may compliment Bill, do you remember the terrible thing? And they used to do the strategy room.
Oh God.
And
yeah, yeah.
everyone that worked there hated it because it was the equivalent, like what the strategy room was.
It was like all the JV team.
Yes.
They would like put
Yeah.
us all on the strategy.
But
It was on
but
24/7.
it was like you guys.
Shepard
varsity,
Smith would
it's
come
like
on every once
They
in a while.
used to have a thing, and it was online, which was kind of ahead of its
I was.
time.
It was ahead of its time, but too ahead of its
So
time.
they would say
Yes.
this. They would literally they'd go up to people like they'd go to Lauren and Bill. Well, mostly Lauren would be like, "Hey, can you go host the
Yeah.
news show with
Oh, yeah.
absolute
They're
nobody?"
like, you're doing nothing.
Yeah,
Can
and it
you
was
go-
so exciting for people like me. But whenever I got called in, I would text Bill, and Bill would just come down and be like, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, they told me to do this show just because I wanted to hang out and bullshit with them." And whenever I
My
would,
stupid little like leads or writing, whatever the fuck I did for Red Eye, they would be even worse when I knew that you were going to be up there because I'd be like, send.
And then I
Hope
would-
it's okay, Greg. And I just call.
and then I'd be on air and I'd be doing the stupid jokes like that, and you'd be like, "I
Such
don't
a
understand.
dumb
Can you
show."
explain the joke?" And I would laugh like a hyena.
Ugh.
Wait, are you saying that you were sleeping with my mother? I'm like, I did say that.
We are.
And they're looking at it, it's like, and you can imagine
was
like,
like-
real news anchors like you and Killmeter, like, this sucks.
No, I hated. Yeah, and it was always like the D-list guests that like they had booked and they had to cancel.
Yes.
And so they'd be like, "No, but we're not canceling you. You're on strategy room." It was Michael
Yes.
Lowen. At least 3 times I had to interview
Michael
Michael
who?
Lowen. Exactly, Lindsay Lohan's
Yeah,
ne'er-do-well
yeah.
father,
Oh, okay.
who also would grab a feel when he got the chance. You remember like the Michael?
Oh, I
Lowen?
remember. I know exactly what you're talking about. Of course, he was on Red Eye.
Italian.
But, like,
He's not.
also, correct me if I'm wrong.
Is
Didn't he have like
Lowen
a bit of a
Italian,
Hunter Biden
Gino?
look to him? I
think
feel like they were very
so.
similar looking,
Yeah.
equally
I was making
sweaty.
A Cuomo joke, baby.
Oh, I
It was
got
like,
it. I
yeah.
missed it. I'm sorry.
No, I just did. But anyway, Like that's what I thought of just now when I told.
I
like,
saw
when
the strategy
It
room
was
mug.
Straka, right? He
Dan
ran the
Straka.
Oh,
he
yeah.
ran the strategy.
And then we'd go to the bar around the corner,
correct.
which was a fun little bar.
Lanon's.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't.
Yeah.
But-
All
So
right, no one
anyway,
made fun of me. So
I would love to know your mother's favorite story. That's what
Oh
made
well,
her
I'll
up.
let her
And
tell
I
it.
was
And
joking because she doesn't.
it may or may not involve cheese, but I will let Lauren. I cede the floor to Lauren on this
So
one.
I would take
it's great.
Ambien to go to sleep, but sometimes if you miss that window, there's like a very narrow window where if you're not in bed laying down and you don't go to sleep, then you're just awake.
If
And
you
that's-
fight it, it's a fun high, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is a fun high. So you would fight
I've
it
heard.
because then you're like in that in between, but then you don't go to sleep and you're fully awake, but you're blackout. Like you don't remember anything you do. And so I would shop online. It was a big problem. Things would show up at the house all the time. And I was like, surprise, like what the fuck did I buy online?
Right.
And one time I guess I tried to like grocery shop online and I guess I thought I bought 1.5 pounds of cheddar cheese, but I ordered 15 pounds of cheddar cheese and
Stop
it showed
it.
up and it was this monolith.
She is not
giant
exaggerating.
block of cheese.
It was half the size of her.
How do you
Yeah.
order a 15-pound block?
In a
of-
wheel.
Good
It was a
question.
wheel.
I
Was it a
forgot the
wheel?
decimal point.
Oh my god!
And there is, I bet you can find it somewhere online. There's a
photo.
great photo of her, and Lauren is so ashamed
I'm hiding my
that
face.
she's showing the block of cheese, but she's doing it behind her head, and she is not showing her face.
Oh,
And then I
And to
tried
this
to-
day, I
I
sent it to my mom. To
tried
this
to
day, it makes
return
her
it.
happy.
I
Yeah.
tried to return it.
how do
They
you?
were not happy.
It's
Yeah.
hard
What,
to
did you
return
successfully
cheese, I'm
return
guessing.
it?
I also bought like a weird topless photo of some woman in a old timey scuba helmet.
You still have that photo
I have it
in
hanging
your room.
above my
yeah,
bed. Yeah, but it was expensive and it showed up at my house and I unwrapped it and I was like, what the fuck is this?
And
not only did I order it, I had the artist sign it. I paid another.
I didn't know that was an Ambien order.
And this is all because you're on Ambien.
Yeah.
and had
So
no
Yeah.
idea.
Sounds like Ambien for sure.
Well, it's been said
That'll
a million
do it.
times before,
I mean,
and it's true to this day that
Bill
the
Schultz is a
reason.
handsome man. No, that wasn't it.
No, I'm
Well, I don't
taking
think
it,
anyone
buddy.
thinks
That's the
that.
first time you ever said anything nice about it. But like,
It was
like
the face
Lord,
you made as
like,
you said it.
we would talk
I
about
don't
it on
think so,
goddamn
actually.
Red Eye, but like the fact that like the last 15, 20 years, you hear all these stories about these people freaking out in first class, coach, what have you, where they go up and they take a dump on the cocktail tray or whatever. It's all Ambien not hitting them, and they're awake. And then maybe you get a cocktail in them, and that's why they do all that stuff. And that's why it's happening in the
Was
airline.
the
so
woman
much.
that said that guy was the devil? Was she on Ambien? Remember her?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone wants the Ambien
He
to
said
hit
he was
right
a
when they
wizard.
take off.
Said it was like oh,
By the way, there's a good Modern Family episode.
By
about
the
that.
way, my sister had to go to rehab after Ambien. She
Yes.
was on a flight with my parents. Bless them. They had to deal with her, and she thought she had fallen asleep because she had taken so much Ambien. And my parents were up with her the entire flight because she did not fall asleep.
Right.
And she kept like putting her like tray table up with all the food on it, and it was like falling on all of her passengers. And then she kept like scratching the head of the person in front of her,
Kept
and
what?
they complained. Like the passenger in front of her, she kept like giving her a head massage, and they complained twice to the air. So
she did it 3 times. They only complained
my
twice.
parents,
One of them was
during the connection, they had to strap her into a wheelchair with zippets tied
Yes.
to get her through the airport because she was such
terrible.
a nightmare.
It's funny because it's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's
And
terrible.
when they landed, my sister was like, "Oh my god, I slept the whole flight. That was amazing."
I kind of forgot that part.
And they were like, "You slept the whole flight? You were in a wheelchair in Zurich? Are you kidding me?"
It was like Wolf of Wall Street, baby, right?
Yes,
They
it was
woke
Wolf
up
of
with
Wall
that-
Street.
we haven't
Yeah.
watched that movie in ages. I fucking
By the
love
way,
that movie.
just from that alone, how the fuck is Ambien still legal? I mean,
I don't
obviously it's a
know.
prescription thing, but like Jesus Christ.
Because it does make you sleep like the dead when you hit that window.
Or that.
Right.
By the way, our friend Courtney went to rehab because of Ambien. Do you remember?
That was part of it.
Well,
But
she
yes.
would crush up Ambien
Yes.
and Adderall at the same time
Yeah.
so that
What
she
the
could have
fuck is the point of that?
because she
Yeah.
wanted like the
Let 'em
in
battle it
between,
out.
but like stay up for the in between.
Which, by the way, kind of genius.
I mean, she
Yeah.
wasn't a chemist. Let's put it that way. So it didn't.
I mean,
work out great.
part of me kind of wants to try that. And the only time I ever did Ambien was
Don't
with
do it.
our mutual friend Joshua McCarroll. We
Gay.
were visiting a friend in
Gay.
Florida,
Okay, he was gay, right?
and
Really?
wait,
Still is.
whoa,
I checked.
hold up,
Super
hold
gay.
up. No, he's
He's super gay.
I saw him last week with the cape.
a cape.
You mean the
I would
rape?
put it best.
The cape, the rape, super gay. I don't
But
know what
we
are
were
both
we were visiting a friend in
Well, you
Florida, and like neither of us could sleep, and he gave me an Ambien. So one and only time I did it, and not like Margot, I didn't I didn't do what she did, but I just couldn't sleep, and I just looked at the wall, and it was just sort of like little trippy colors. But I didn't sleep once the
You didn't
entire
get
night.
naked? You
I'm
didn't take a
all right.
jump on
I
the
might have had
beverage
sex
cart?
with Joshua.
Did you
Yeah.
take a dump on the beverage cart?
My nickname for Joshua is beverage cart, so yes.
Yeah,
Um,
that's not bad.
but
I was going to
no,
say,
I got like the trippy visuals.
I was
but
going to
that was
say
about
he
it.
ordered a beverage cart on Amazon with a giant block of cheese and took a shit on it. See how I tied it all together? Professional.
I don't know if we call
Bow.
it tied together.
What did I think? How did I
It was a
think
lot
that?
of nouns.
Oh.
My mouth isn't that.
Oh, I moved from a chair. Also, I wasn't even listening to my own self.
You didn't
Well,
miss
So
that.
By the
I
way,
didn't
I'm
know
almost
how
scared to ask.
respond.
Somebody
Do you
cover for
still
me while
do you
I
still
get
take
up.
Ambien? Good. Yeah, I feel like
That's my
that's
growth
probably for the best.
No, I mean,
And there's
my
other
credit card
alternatives.
can't handle it. Yeah.
Did melatonin ever work for you? The
I take
natural.
melatonin now.
I've done that before and
They're like
didn't do anything.
gummies.
And that worked. It does work.
It works. I mean,
Yeah.
I take something when I'm like off because I travel so much, so I'm always like
Yes.
on different time zones. So I have a pill that's only like 3 or 4 hours to sleep. So like if I'm on a plane and I don't want to be
All right, I want
really
to check
knocked
that out.
Yeah,
That's my butt.
and then I take melatonin, which it works, but it gives you like wacko dreams. And then
Especially
Yeah,
alternative.
melatonin does. Like
yeah, you
I-
dream like really right.
I took it for like because I read some health article
Ah.
and it's like, no, this is really good for you. And I took it, and then I felt like I was being shot out of a cannon when I woke up, dragging ass, and then I was having weird fucking dreams. And I almost wanted to keep taking it because I don't usually remember my dreams.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
By the way, thank God I've forgotten all my dreams. All my hopes and dreams. Thank God I've forgotten them. I really did.
I'm amazed you actually had dreams.
I was.
You should have known.
I was hoping to host a TV show in the apartment with my wife. So it's all coming together.
TV.
Did you manifest this?
I did. I manifested everything, and I think I really do believe in the
Manifest is not a
manifesting
word
stuff.
we use enough.
I feel like I manifested this. I'm sorry, baby. I got lazy with my manifesting.
Oh, it's okay,
Thank
me.
you, me.
Well, and unfortunately,
Oh,
I
hold
didn't
on.
know it was Keanu.
Little higher.
I don't. You shouldn't
block
have
of
spoiled
cheese,
Oh,
right?
it.
that's my cheese.
Oh, hey,
Hi,
Norris. Remember me?
I miss you.
I'm 15 pounds. Thank you for adopting me.
I miss you so much, and I'm so sorry I tried to return you. I'm gonna take
Oh,
you
it did hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings so much, but I love you.
Now I don't know if you know this nationally.
Do you know that cheese never expires?
Is that? I don't think
I don't
that's.
think
I don't
true.
think that's true.
No, it's true.
And you know what movie that's from? Even though you didn't mean it to. You ever see The Heat with
Al
Mo-
Pacino.
no,
Oh,
not
with
Heat.
Sandra
The Heat with
Bullock.
Melissa
I love
McCarthy and
that
Sandra
Oh,
Bullock.
and Sandra Bullock.
I'm told that's funny. I've not seen it.
And
Okay.
Melissa McCarthy. She
It's-
loves cheese.
Like there's a running gag. She's like,
sure does.
she's like, you want a sandwich? I got a cheese sandwich. It's been in there for ages. Then later on in the movie, like, you want a sandwich? You're not gonna offer me that cheese again. Doesn't go bad, does it?
I auditioned for that
I hate that I
part.
laughed at that.
The best line in that movie is Melissa McCarthy. It's like the chick Caitlin Olsen from Always Sunny.
Oh, love her.
She plays
Love
some
her.
drug dealer, right? And she's at her house, and anyone that's seen the like, she's like, who's in here? She's like, that's my bathroom, and she goes, whatever, and she kicks the door down, and her mother's in there going, ah, and Melissa McCarthy goes, who closes the door when they're taking a shit?
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah, you're really good in that, Cheese. You're really good. You played a sandwich, right?
Yes, I auditioned and I didn't get the part.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait, there's
I'm
more than
just
one
so
cheese?
happy Lauren adopted me.
Now, whatever became of the cheese after, well, maybe you should tell us, Cheese. What became
What
of that?
became of you when I tried to return you?
Yeah.
Well, she figured out that she couldn't return me. And then when she took another Ambien one time, she took a bite out of me.
Really?
And then,
Several.
but I still sit comfortably in the back of her fridge.
Really?
Yeah,
And
she's
I'm
a whole
15
ecosystem
pounds.
now.
I would imagine. And you don't seem upset about it. Like I've never seen a happier wheel of cheese in my life.
Thankfully, because Lauren adopted me.
Now, are you any relation to the book Who Moved My Cheese, a legendary book, one that I read because it was 8 pages. You ever heard of that book, Who Moved My Cheese? And it's like it should be a children. You never heard of it?
Isn't it for leadership or something?
Yeah, it's a 6-page book. Tell us about it, Cheese.
That's Jesus.
It's
And it hurts my feelings. We don't like to talk about that book.
yeah, it's a one of those books that's like 9 pages, but it became a huge bestseller.
You didn't finish it, did you?
I think it's the last book I finished. Here's the difference. Here's the difference between this studio and the old one. The old one, they were fake books. I didn't even have to lie about reading. These books, I bought. You ever look at books and realize I'm never going to read that book?
Those look like DVDs, not books.
Shut up.
Oh, that would be so
Shrugged about halfway through
embarrassing.
that before I said,
Well, and Lauren, not to remind you of stuff that you probably chose to forget with regards to Gino, but very addicted to self-help books.
Oh,
Like I'm not even remotely
I don't
kidding.
think I'm addicted to self-help.
You
books.
are so addicted to self-help.
So you're saying the Prophet's a self-help book?
I'm saying
That's
the
not
gym
the books that
Bible.
you, like you've gotten rid of a lot of them, but you would read them
Yeah,
all.
that hasn't moved in ages.
I mean,
Yeah.
what's it like to be able to turn pages of books?
do you have the entire collection of Columbo?
I'm not even answering stupid questions. Anyway.
I mean, that is no, that's fair.
That
You
was
know, I do.
rude to my
But by the
mother.
way,
I
wouldn't it
love
be weird if
Columbo.
he's like missing one?
And-
Look at all the Columbo.
Yeah, and I'm being sarcastic. Like I love Columbo.
Who doesn't?
I used to watch it with my old man.
Who doesn't?
And like you ever see the movie, God forgive me, the series Poker Face?
Yeah.
I lost my mom when that came out.
I loved it.
They used the same font.
Loved it.
And here's the bad news. I watched 3 episodes of this, and my sister-in-law also loves Columbo. So my brother's been pegged with idiots his whole life.
This sounds like a long story.
It's not that. Are you still here, Cheese?
yeah.
But at least it's good.
I was.
I'll be back.
No, Cheese. At any
It's
Now you
very
hurt my
based.
feelings.
The story.
It's
I'm
not-
gonna
that's
go
not
have
bad.
sex
It's
with
very-
goat
she
cheese
missed it.
now.
Cheese missed it. So here's the thing. So there's another Columbo type show on CBS called Elsbeth, which
I did not like Elsbeth.
I watched 3 episodes, and
No, I like
and I turned my sister-in-law onto it, and my brother and her watching. And he's like, "Gene, you wouldn't like it
I
because
loved
it's so
Poker
woke
Face.
now. They make everything woke."
I loved Poker Face, Columbo, obviously, and the new Matlock
Oh, with
with
Kathy Bates. Is it Columbo-esque?
It's adorable. I loved it.
Oh, I never watched the old Matlock.
I
Did
watched
you?
it.
I don't think
Plain-
chicks should be lawyers.
No, yeah, but that's why it's kind of cute. And then she has like a dark side. And also, Kathy Bates is like clearly on Ozempic. She's
I
got
was
like
gonna
a thigh
say she
gap.
has a
like,
freaking
she's
Oh, really?
super
thigh gap.
hot.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like bringing it.
If they
She
got,
looks
they all look like
great.
they have candy apple heads when they're on Ozempic, and
Yes, they do.
and that's the thing now. It's like depending on the person. Am I wrong? Like if you ask 2 different people if they're on Ozempic, to one person it's a compliment, and to another person it's an insult. Like if I ask
Fair.
like our buddy Chad Zumach, I think he's on Ozempic. And I think
He
when I say
denies
that, that's
it,
an
though, I
insult
think, yeah.
because he's a younger guy. He was never really fat. He put on lazy fat weight.
Can we
and-
pull up a photo?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
There you go.
Of
But,
Chad
but
or
if there's some like Big A, our friend Big A from
He's on
Compton,
Ozempic?
I think he lost a lot of weight. And if I
Interesting.
ask him if he's on Ozempic, I don't think that's an insult. I think that's me saying, look, you've been fat for decades.
You look great.
You
That's
look great.
saying you
Yeah.
look
But if
great.
I say to Chad Zumach, hey, lazy
But
boy,
I
you
think
you can't diet and exercise, Chad, you're on Ozempic.
But
It's
that's
like
the
2 different
thing,
things.
though. And I think that's why people get offended because, like,
Yeah.
like for those that actually lost it via exercise and diet, they don't want to be lumped in with that.
right, because that's
obviously.
all the skinny people have. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
our crown.
yeah.
We worked hard. We stopped eating. We starved ourselves, and like,
Or you can just be
why
a
do
drug
you get
addict.
to
It's
be-
easier.
Oh, honest to God, like, oh my God, our buddy, shout out Curtis John. He's a fan of the show, and he sent a funny clip that he's sending to another show, Garrett and Steve. It's on at night. We love them. And I was looking at it, and it was from our last Whiskey Wednesday. You weren't in the scene. Billy Tardy's there, and there's some fat guy at the fridge. Turns out that's me.
Oh,
And I don't mean like fat, but you know what I mean? Like I'm another guy that
I
like,
wish
I
you
have-
could love your
I
body
have
as much
way
as
too-
I do.
look at
there I am
Kathy
at the
Bates.
fridge. Yeah, she's on Ozempic.
Although the Ozempic Kathy couldn't have hobbled that man in misery. You
No,
know?
she didn't have the arm
Yeah.
strength.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Such a
And
good
also
movie.
she's well, now she's the unsinkable Molly Brown, maybe, since she's so nice.
I found that the only people that really admit to it are usually comedians. Like Gaffigan owns it, you know. And by the way, he hasn't lost so much weight.
And
But-
like Amy Schumer said, like, try it, made me too nauseous, couldn't do it.
She just doesn't care that she's
She's like, I am what I
Yeah,
am.
she's like, she doesn't care how she
Respect.
looks. Right. Exactly.
By the way, I just saw something on that page. It reminded me, like, the new Naked Gun is coming out, right?
Oh, Liam
with
Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Did you see the Liam Neeson Easton Bunny clip?
No.
I saw
About
the
to show it to
teaser
you,
trailer.
I'm gonna
That was
share it,
very
okay?
funny.
Okay.
It is so
See it here
stupid.
first.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. It's so. Hold on.
Wait, if it's not a think piece, I'm not watching it.
Oh, it's so stupid.
I'm kind
It
of
is
cerebral,
such-
dude.
It is such a thing piece. Hold on. Let
We
me see if I
didn't
can
think
make
to
it work.
give poor
Hold
Bill a
on.
monitor.
Unmute. Oh, you. I hate fucking Instagram, but here.
I love the play-by-play of you clicking things. Here we go.
Ready?
Daddy.
Here comes Peter Cottontail up and down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity. Easter is on his way.
This time, why don't we keep it light? Remember, it's for children and he's a bunny.
Do you understand what's happening here? He's up and down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity. He's coming. He's an unstoppable force. Measured, inevitable. Eggs aren't the only thing that'll be dying tonight.
I'm sorry, is that
Wait.
bunny saying that?
If you have to ask, you don't understand the bunny's mindset.
I think I do. He's a bunny bringing candy to children.
Yes, he's a bunny, but a bunny who's laying eggs. He's a freak of nature, a confused, grotesque monster. There's no telling what he's capable of. But why do you think he's holding up carrot, Bill?
Because it's what he likes to eat.
No. By employing the bunny's certain set of skills, he can nail it down into a shiv. Slip it between people's ribs around them.
Okay. Well, that's good. Thanks for coming in. We'll give you a call.
Call soon. I need the job, and I'm running out of relatives to be taken.
To be taken.
I mean,
Here comes.
here's the thing. Like when I
it's
heard,
Great.
serious.
That's
when
good.
I heard they were
Serious.
remaking the Naked Gun, right?
It's technically not a remake.
Oh, okay. Well,
They are all
reboot?
he's apparently supposed to be Leslie Nielsen's son.
Yeah.
And everyone else, like, there's a Nordberg's,
yeah,
like,
and
he's
I
the
saw
son.
the clip,
Yeah,
like,
that was
OJ,
great. Yeah, yeah.
Nordberg is OJ.
And then he looks at the
Amazing.
picture of OJ. He's like, yeah.
But like when you see a guy like he taken, I don't care what anyone says. Taken, you watch it. It's another Wolf of Wall Street. If it's on, I'm watching it. Okay,
Have
I
you
love
seen
it.
Taken 3?
Yeah, it's not that good.
She's in it. What?
I
You are
mean,
the worst.
It's
I'm
really
the best
good.
How do you
part of
not
it.
remember her in it?
I'm the best part of it.
I've only seen it once because it's not.
By the way,
rotation.
I've
do
never
you know what
seen
it's called? A stretch, dude. Reporter.
Ooh,
Mhm.
back before she got away from the news. But the thing about Liam Neeson is he doesn't take himself seriously.
I love it.
How do you not? Now
How do you not love it?
from that clip, I'm like, I'm watching the Naked Gun when it comes out because I
He's
love,
always
you know what I
wanted to do more comedy, I think. Yeah.
Remember the Ricky Gervais clip that we always pass around?
The
It
fucking
the
Life is Short.
quintessential
Life is Short,
Can we
which
find
is
that?
one of the
Yeah.
more underrated comedies ever.
Liam Neeson doing comedy with Ricky Gervais. It is
If you
the
type in
greatest
AIDS,
time.
If you
Just
type in AIDS and Liam
AIDS,
Neeson, yeah.
Ricky Gervais.
Oh,
Liam Neeson, Ricky Gervais.
I can't believe you've not seen it. I'm
gonna
going
lose
to
my
enjoy watching Gino watch this.
And
It is the greatest clip of all time.
watch this.
It's so good.
Speaking of Columbo, Leslie Nielsen used to be on. He was on 2 different episodes.
I
And
did
he
not
played
know
a
that.
very serious actor. He was a serious
He
actor.
did?
He was a
And-
serious actor until Airplane.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then he became, and that's Liam Neeson. Like he plays the same guy in every movie. You know, he's like Taken.
Oh,
There's that
wait,
Run
first of
all
all,
night.
how dare you.
Yeah, not the God forgive me for even acting like you guys didn't know that.
Pigeonholing him.
Yeah, but is it pigeonholing or is it like I'll do it? Like Gray, it's and he plays an ice plow thing, Taken with a
Sure.
snow plow. It's,
Has he ever done an American accent, by the way? Has he ever done an accent, period?
I have no
He
idea.
played a magician where he wore a turban, which was
Stop
disturbing.
it.
Yeah.
What?
Stop
I
it.
don't
Where?
remember what movie. It
What the
Something
fuck
about
was that?
magic.
But by the way, wearing a turban does not an accent make. I mean, well, all right.
Talking in-
So even
Talking in passive.
all right, and I by the way, Lauren, I
Talking
hate
in
the
passive voice does not Yoda make.
Well, that's
Oh,
just backwards.
Gino.
But I hesitate.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hesitate to even bring up this movie because I'm worried about the anti-Semitic jokes Gino will make.
Sure.
But even in Schindler's List, he didn't have a German accent. He's got an Irish accent.
Really? Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Scooch over a touch, Bill, so we could see you.
Bill, where'd
Oh,
you go?
sorry.
To the,
Well, no one
towards
wants to
the
see.
kitchen. There you
Never
go.
mind.
Or
Is
just
this
move the
it?
camera on you more if you
But
want.
all right.
he's
So
good now,
this
he's
is a
good
very
now.
Well, if you
underrated
want to lean
comedy.
there, just turn the
Oh,
camera
okay.
a little
No,
bit.
he can move.
Oh, it's gonna.
Look at that. Look at my comfy buddy.
All right, so this is with Warwick Davis. He stars in it. Ricky Gervais made this thing. It's a very underrated comedy. But anyway, here we go.
Phantom Menace.
Oh, yeah?
Liam
Yeah, we had a
Neeson
scene
plays
together.
Bill.
It was cut though. Do you remember?
Okay. Thanks for seeing me. I'm here because I'm thinking of doing some comedy.
Wow.
I'm a funny guy, aren't I? I'm funny, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Here's some of the stuff I'd like to work on. Improv, stand-up comedy, funny monologues, crazy characters, sketches. Yeah, you notice this list, huh? I'm always making lists.
Oh,
In fact, that's probably why Steven Spielberg cast me as Oscar Schindler's List. I said, Steven, I make lists all the time. And he said, that's exactly what I'm looking for. What's funny?
Sorry, I thought you were joking about getting the part of Oscar Schindler because you made lists.
No. As an actor, you need stuff to draw on. And I drew on you. Okay, let's do some improvisational comedy.
I can't now, Liam.
It's a bad time, actually.
Let's do some improvisational comedy. Now,
No.
Okay.
knock, knock.
Come in.
Hello.
Oh, no, not you again.
I've never been here before.
Sorry, I thought because you're a hypochondriac, you would have been to the doctors before.
Right? So now we
Don't presume that's a backstory we didn't agree on beforehand.
No, I know. That's improv, though, isn't it? You sort of go with the flow.
I don't take notes.
Okay.
Can we go again?
Yep.
Because you ruined that.
Sorry.
Carrie said,
Knock, knock.
"Here we go again because you
you
ruined
ruined
that." He didn't. Yes.
His fault.
So good.
Can we go again?
Come in. Hey, hi, how's it going? What seems to be the problem?
I've contracted AIDS
How did you get that?
from an African prostitute.
An African prostitute.
Do you mind if I interject
Go
for a
on.
second? Sorry, I just think it's getting quite heavy, this sketch, and I just wonder if perhaps, just for the sake of comedy, you might not want to have contracted AIDS from an African prostitute. Just
Okay.
Can I pause it to point something out that's obvious?
Knock, knock.
Everyone,
Come in.
no,
But,
it's hilarious because everyone's panicking and they're playing the straight man to Liam.
Yeah.
Not that you don't know this, but I can't stand it. It's like,
Oh, it's
well,
so
I
good.
just did it from an African
I think,
prostitute.
it's quite heavy. Getting AIDS from an African
If
prostitute.
you ever watched The Office, if anybody ever did, it's like how Michael Scott always in improv classes pulls out a gun for some reason.
Yeah.
Even if they're just like, at the grocery store, he just panics and then nobody
That is
knows how to
exactly what this
react.
is.
Yeah.
That is exactly.
By the way,
what this is.
speaking of The Office and Ricky Gervais, I never watced, and people
The
always say, like,
original
you have to watch
Or
the.
you look away. You don't look at me.
Hi, buddy.
Look at me.
We look at each other when they're peeing. Hi. What was I going to say? Like, I've never watched the English Office, but they say it's like everyone that watches, like, you have to watch
cringy.
it.
It's very cringy. You know
It's so
why?
cringy.
Because when they adapted it to American television, the big difference they had to make was they had to make the characters likable.
Mhm.
In Britain, it's okay to have characters that everybody hates.
Right.
No one cares.
It's dry.
But in the US, we were like, that guy's a monster.
Yeah.
Like, why would I root for him? And there in Britain, we're like, we always, like, who cares? So we had to make a character that's like, oh, he's kind of beloved, but he's like foibles and
Michael
Yeah.
Scott was that perfect
and he
character.
was that person.
But
yeah.
Ricky Gervais was a completely different piece of garbage.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
All right, just checking.
Want to watch the rest of it?
I want to watch a little more if you don't mind.
Yeah.
In.
Hi.
Hi, what seems to be the problem?
As I said before, I've got full-blown AIDS.
Right.
You want to know how I got it?
Sure.
I'm a well-known homosexual actor.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
It was.
I wouldn't say the name just because of the.
I got it from a non-specific actor.
Does he know he has AIDS?
Who?
But yeah, cancer though, and AIDS and famine are just not really subjects for comedy.
Well, why does he get away with it then?
We don't know.
Well, we shouldn't have a doctor in the sketch if I can't talk about AIDS.
Okay.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, you're a greengrocer and Ricky comes in to complain.
I've played Rob Roy McGregor, Michael Collins, Oscar Schindler, Zeus, for God's sake. No one's going to believe me as a greengrocer.
Tring.
We're closed.
I think the shop has to be open for us to do the sketch. Okay. Sorry.
The shop has to be open.
Tring.
Yes.
I'd like to make a complaint. Yeah, I bought some fruit here yesterday, and when I got home, some of it was rotten.
That's not my fault.
Well, you know, it's your shop, and it was sold on your premises, so...
I wasn't here.
Doesn't matter, you know.
I was at the doctor. I've got AIDS.
Thought you might have.
He said I've got AIDS.
Yep, that's it.
It's a callback for those of you who aren't professionals.
You really can't get away from the AIDS thing.
And then Ricky went, I thought you might have.
You might. Thought you might have it.
Oh man!
Gervais said, "I thought you might have."
I thought you might have.
I've never seen this.
It's
God
so
damn
dumb.
it!
Well, I
It
mean,
is.
you're gonna go through a wormhole tonight
Oh my
because there's a Johnny Depp episode with
Oh.
Warwick Davis that is. It's one for the books.
Episode of
Yeah.
What is?
So what am I
It's
watching?
really good.
It's an episode
Johnny
of
Depp is trying to get into character as a Rip Van Winkle, and he hires Warwick Davis. I'm sorry. No, he's playing a little person, and Warwick Davis is upset that they're not actually hiring little people. And to get into a little
Is Warwick
person's
Davis
head,
the midget in this?
yes,
Forgive my ignorance. I don't know this stuff.
Is it
he
called
played
Life's Too Short,
he played
by
many
the
a little
way?
person. He was
You really
Wicked in the Ewok. He was in Willow. Do you remember Willow?
I remember
Right.
Willow.
Our own Val Kilmer.
To Val Kilmer.
To Val Kilmer.
Val
And by the way, Val
Val
Kilmer is in
Kilmer.
Life is Short. And he
Oh, it's
reunites
called- yeah, it's called.
he reunites with Warwick because they want to do a sequel to Willow, but Val Kilmer just keeps putting on his Batman mask as a joke whenever they go out for to eat stuff.
I love it.
It's good
So
stuff.
wait, what is this we're watching when you
It's
say
called
that
Life
life's
is
short?
Short.
What is it?
The whole premise is that
What
Warwick
is
Davis
this? Stop! You're not hearing what I'm saying. God forgive me. What is this?
Warwick
show
Davis
called?
is playing a version
No,
of himself
what
like
is the show
Larry.
called, Bill?
What is the show called?
Life is Short.
Okay,
Oh,
see,
okay.
I get why you wouldn't have to explain that. I'm that dense. I didn't even know that was a show. You're like,
Yeah, it was only on for like 2
I'm
seasons.
stupid. Go
I
on.
love
Sorry to
it.
interrupt.
Ricky
you, bro.
Gervais produced it. He's
My
playing a
wife is just
version of
so
himself.
senile,
Yeah.
and she's like, "No, Bill, he's not gonna get it."
But
until you tell him."
here's the conceit, which is so brilliant. Warwick Davis is like playing a Larry David version of himself, and he's supposed to be an agent for other little people. But what he does is instead of getting them up on auditions, he finds out what they got, and then he takes that role.
Oh my god.
It's so
You
good.
gotta watch it.
Oh, it's so good.
I just thought this was funny.
Don't
I like Dennis Hopper and Blue Velvet. Don't you look at me.
when
Who
you
is
pee.
this?
By the way, the best.
Gino and I can only pee
the
if we look at
best
each
don't
other.
look at me line. Shout out my boy JJ. The best don't look at me line is thank you, Creep. Is did you ever see the movie Bad Words with Jason Bateman?
No, I'm told it's good.
You would
Yeah.
love it. You would love it. And he keeps fucking his
There's a lot of
agent,
underage
who's
Jason
played
Bateman.
by that chick whose name I always forget. She's one of the funniest actresses going, but I always forget this one. She's the one in Bad
Jennifer
Moms.
Aniston.
No, she's in Bad Moms.
Mila Kunis.
No.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. She was in.
Bell?
No.
She's in.
I guarantee someone.
Agatha does
Guarantee
it.
someone in
She
the
plays
chat
the
showing
witch, and she was in. She's in a million shit.
But at any rate, she plays his agent.
Oh my gosh. thank you.
And they keep like they have this love hate relationship, and she's like, and they end up fucking, or they were fucking, and whenever she's like, we're not doing that again, and then they end up having sex, and you just hear her going, don't look at me, while they're fucking, and she's, what's the actress's name? Jesus Christ!
Are you yelling into the void?
I
right now?
am. Somebody will tell me.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. She's in a million things, and she's in the studio now with Rogan.
Oh, you mean
You know who I'm talking about. She's in everything.
Kristen Hahn.
That's
Thank
right.
you. Yeah.
Kristen Hahn.
But she is.
Catherine Hahn.
Thank you, Catherine Hahn. She's so underrated. Like, she's hilarious.
she's
I think she's no longer underrated. I mean,
Fair
she's
enough. Fair enough. Like, well, you think I'd remember her name, but
But by the
she's
way,
so
I will
funny,
see
I
you
think.
that look at me and raise you Get Shorty. Because
Oh, I haven't
remember
seen that
Gene
movie.
Hackman, by the way, one of Gene Hackman's better
R.I.P.
comedic roles, R.I.P. But he sees John Travolta's character
Baby, porn
as an
shots.
actual mob guy,
Sorry,
and one of his lines is, "Look at me." No, don't look at me. And so Gene Hackman tries to do it with what's his name?
By the way, to Gene Hackman, if I may.
of course. And so Gene Hackman tries to do this as this like sleazy producer, and he does it to a real mob guy. And he's like, "Oh, really? Look at me. Why don't you take a gander at this?" And takes a toaster upside his head. It's like, "Why don't you look at this?" And just proceeds to beat the ever loving shit out of Gene Hackman. And I'm not doing it justice, but it's an amazing scene.
Shandon, to
Thank
Lauren
you,
Sivan
darling.
for coming to the studio and
Thank
actually
you,
sitting in the right seat. I can't
Lauren
believe she picked the
Sivan.
right seat. It was
And
amazing.
happy belated birthday to Lauren.
Happy.
When was your birthday? I'm sorry. Happy belated.
April 6th. Thank you guys. This has been actually life changing.
Oh, well,
I just
I mean,
want to say
You only get to pop into the studio with Gino and Bill so
I
often.
know what I don't want to become. That makes sense.
This is where we wound up.
Wait, I thought like a grocery store owner that has AIDS.
A greengrocer with AIDS.
Yeah.
By the way,
Thank you
shout
for
out Dr.
having me.
Chow. Bill Burr's the next. Ray DeVito's the next Bill Burr. Thoughts on Bill Burr?
I haven't seen him in his Broadway show yet.
I've
but
heard
I
it's
like his
gotten
special.
it's gotten very tepid reviews. I'm told.
I have heard the same.
Ooh, tepid.
Bill is kind of Bill's kind of lost his way in my book.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Burr.
Yeah, Burr. I shouldn't
You know
say
what?
lost his way. We should
No.
all have the problems he has.
Joe DeRosa said the same thing.
Well,
how dare you?
I mean, look, I'm Bill will tell you, like, I've really
Burr me.
I was saying this, like, I had that sports writing gig, and I never finished the story, but they've heard it countless times. I started pushing back on the COVID stuff, and this is why. Like, and I could have, and I can't. My mother, I have a letter on the fridge that my mother wrote me when I was in high school. When you go on retreat, and my mother said you could do so. She's like, your only problem is you never know when to shut your mouth. I don't know when to
These
shut my
aren't
mouth.
really things to
I
brag
don't.
about, Gino.
And all I had to do
No,
was
I sure don't.
just have a drink.
And
It's never not funny to me. All I had to do was it's sports. I could have covered anything. And they yelled at me a couple times because again, it's board operators that get paid shit money and read my fucking words. And I'm like, I'm sorry that I looked at it like, look, these people are using sport athletes, and I realized this in hindsight. I was just pushing back, but athletes from Pee Wee League all the way to the pros, and I said this earlier, they're taught to listen to their coaches, the people, their organizations. So you're getting athletes, and Ricky Henderson just died. I'm sorry. He got pneumonia.
This is a labyrinth of a point.
I'm sorry. This is how I tell my stories. Ricky Henderson
Is it a story?
was the all-time stolen base leader. You have to have huge lungs to do that. But he died of pneumonia when he was in great shape now, the vaccine. And they used athletes. They used athletes to get them vaccinated. And then like young kids are like, I'm going to get vaccinated like that athlete. And I started pushing back on this
Wow.
shit and I got fired.
Wow.
Sorry. That's why I'm not a journalist. That's how I tell a story. That's how I spin a yarn.
Sometimes I think I'm not a
as
journalist.
convoluted as I told a story, I seem to tell that one well enough to get fucking fired from the cakest.
It wasn't a convoluted story because it wasn't a story. So whatever it was,
Here's
it's
a
fine.
fun fact. My brother's Ricky Henderson's biggest fan. Ricky Henderson broke up 81 no-hitters with a home run. And he had AIDS. He worked in a grocery store.
Wow. Wow. Ricky, you are good at improv.
I'm learning so much.
But I'm telling you, that was why, I fucking, got in trouble, and I have trouble with the mainstream media. I have trouble with a lot, and I really think the mainstream
I
media
do
is
too.
not
They
our
won't
friend.
hire me.
And anyone that's the only people that still watch the news I'm sorry, are people that are
You don't need to apologize.
Can I say something?
Own your feelings.
Can I say?
It's your show,
Can I
man.
ask
Just
you
say
something?
it. No, you don't even need to preface it.
You would always say that. You can just say it. Pro. We forgot about him. But I'm saying, like,
By the way, zoom in on Laura right now. She's literally doing that.
I know she's making the face I make all day long, and I love it. I'm just sitting here just gushing.
I'm
like
just
I get
saying,
it.
I want to hear about the.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
no
I
one
just
trusts the
didn't
mainstream
know.
media unless you're old. But when Bill Burr, see how I circle all the way back? I'm on a course. If you can, like,
You're doing the
white-knuckle-
weave. Yeah.
If you can white knuckle on, why is Bill Schultz sitting there just spouting the stuff that you see on, MSNBC? It's
Bill
like,
Schultz
and The View.
is?
It's like, stop
Me?
it, Bill. That's why Joe DeRosa would say that. You know?
Was it because I recommended Life is Short? I
No,
gotta
well,
watch my politics.
He means the other Bill.
Lauren,
But he said Bill Schultz.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How did you feel about Oprah's best friend and Katy Perry and a bunch of other
Oh.
boys going to space?
I cede the floor to Lauren because I'm sure she has some thoughts.
I was online to buy a macchiato longer than
Sorry,
they
sorry,
were
sorry.
in space.
I don't know. It's
I got an alert on my phone. I'm waiting to buy
Yep.
a coffee. I got an alert they landed. I was like, oh, I missed the whole
Yep.
thing. I
Did
was
you
waiting
guys
to buy a
see
macchiato.
Jeff? So when their little spaceship landed, Jeff Bezos fell on the ground. Did you see this?
He
No.
fell. I
Yeah.
saw Katy Perry fall.
Oh, I think she was just kissing the earth.
Oh, what
when
did
she
he
got
do?
back? Yes. But look at Jeff Bezos
Oh.
fall down. I don't know. I'm sorry to interrupt, Gino.
Baby,
Is
no,
that okay?
please. I wasn't going anywhere.
I just thought this was the funniest thing I've maybe ever seen in my life.
How have I not seen this?
Jeff Bezos was like, I'm going to send Gail and Katie to space, and this will be great, and I can't wait.
my
Amazing
wife.
Bezos impression.
And my wife
Oh,
for
his wife.
11
Or
minutes.
not officially wife. I don't know.
And then when the spaceship landed, God, he fell on the ground. I don't know. You're
What?
going to die. Maybe it's not that funny to everyone else, but it's
been
I like a
really
good
amazing
pratfall.
to share this experience.
Well, here he goes. Okay, here he goes. Here's the. You
Who's
can all
he?
see it, right?
Jeff
Bezos.
Okay.
Share this
One,
experience with you.
two,
Thank you
and
for
three.
sharing how you feel out here with
Oh,
our audience.
oh,
so
oh.
it's been really,
Oh.
really.
What the?
Fucking
What?
great.
I thought you were saying he was like,
Great.
I thought you were saying he was so amazed that they landed.
No, he
safely,
literally
that
tripped.
He just fell. He tripped.
No, he's just an idiot, and he fell. He
Oh
was like,
my
"Welcome
God.
back, ladies."
Well, and also Keanu, I just saw this right before I came here. Not to brag that I have my own Wi-Fi, but apparently, which normally doesn't really happen anymore because people are all so sensitive about hurting other people's feelings.
Oh,
But like other celebrities are starting to make fun of them.
Yeah, Schumer
no.
took a dig at him. I thought that was great.
It's
It
the
makes
dumb
sense with
shit.
Schumer, but like
She just made fun. She's like, "Here's the thing. I'm bringing on the plane."
Kesha apparently. Oh, and Wendy's.
Oh.
Did you see the Wendy's thing?
Wendy's literally.
Wendy's made fun of this.
Wendy's
There's like a
really
Twitter
did.
account.
They
Yeah.
show
They
you.
go, can we send her back or something like that
They were
about
like,
Katy
"You
Perry?
couldn't have
Yeah,
left
yeah.
her up there a little bit longer."
And then Kesha, who hates Katy Perry, did a picture of her drinking a glass from Wendy's. And like in solidarity
Wow.
with Wendy's. Oh yeah.
Why did
yeah, yeah.
Wendy's make fun? And by the way,
Good question.
am
I have no
wrong?
idea.
This is just Jeff Bezos making a shit ton of money. God bless him, right? Where we get it.
It's fucking
But I mean,
great.
it's just they shoot him
I
into
see
the
it again.
air and then they parachute down.
It was 11 minutes.
in the
Yeah,
amount
yeah.
of time it takes
Yeah.
Lauren to get a macchiato. By the way, I'm told.
Wait,
Good
and
word.
didn't Katy Perry sing while they were up
She's
there?
saying, "What a wonderful world."
Like,
okay, that would be. My
That's
worst
3
thing.
minutes out of that's
That would be
3
the
minutes
worst
out of
part
11
of
minutes.
Oh, there's a big hotel where the bar just closed and the windows never open.
Oh my god. that
No
would
phone,
be-
so you can't call home. And the
I
TV's
can't
on
believe
with the
that's
clicker.
true.
Can you imagine if
I
you're in
will
space
not
trying to like
deny-
take in the majesty of God and she's just like,
Let me
Yeah,
make it
you
about
stop
me.
looking out the window, focus on Katy Perry.
and I liked it. I
And then
would
she-
kill myself.
She is not good at reading the room.
But the whole point of it is, how long is the flight? It's like 10, 12 minutes.
11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, no, I missed it twice.
So, what a wonderful world. That's got to be 3 minutes. She just destroyed those 3 minutes of their 11 minutes by forcing them to watch her sing that.
Right. So
Yeah.
what you're telling me is, for how much do the tickets does a ticket on this cost?
There were no tickets.
I
It's
think- yeah, I
just
think
he
they all went up
sent,
for-
like,
wait, but-
Oprah sent her best friend up. I think
Yeah, it
Oprah
was
did
just
that
for
on purpose.
publicity,
thinking
Okay,
maybe
now,
she would die.
I believe you, but like they're saying, how much does it cost to fly it then?
Probably something that could feed the hungry people in a small country.
It's insane.
honestly.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is-
It's
definitely.
insane.
But I
Oh
think,
no, a lot of people. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
A lot of people.
yeah, but I'm
It-
sure they went up for free, right? Yeah.
They went up for free,
For the
but why
publicity.
are we wasting money on doing this?
No one was like, let's send all these ladies up to space for free.
Whoa, whoa,
No one
whoa,
wants
whoa.
that. Like,
Whoa.
the single mom at home, like,
Uh,
trying to make ends meet, and she's
Yeah.
just like,
Lauren,
send the ladies up to space, please.
Lauren, Keanu,
Yeah.
Here we
it's
go.
women in space. It's empowering. Why the fuck do you hate your own kind.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my,
it
do
is
the
not
work.
empowering. It is bullshit.
He's bullshit.
Opposite of
And
empowering.
Katy
Wow.
Perry, no matter what she does, she's a very talented artist.
Why don't you
but
guys
she
do the
is so
space trip that is a
insufferable.
listening tour? Because this is fucked up.
Speaking of tours, how you doing, buddy?
Oh yeah, I got one coming up on Friday.
Oh, Friday. I thought you meant now. That sucked. No.
Oh, that would be bad. Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, I don't mind. Look, it's his gig. He's making money. And
Is he?
Well,
I feel like this is a net loss.
Well, no, please, it's an
the
advertisement.
whole-
It's the world's best advertisement.
No, I agree, but I think
I mean,
the
yeah, I don't think
overall,
I'm
I'm
saying
wondering
that-
if he's making a profit on this.
Advertisement
Glad no
for
one showed
what?
up as a chorus.
To have other people
Oh, yeah.
do it.
For
Like-
what? Like a Disney ride? So okay,
He's
so
done it, but
no-
hasn't he? You
Wait,
go, babe. I'm sorry. What?
We're gonna waste the fuel just to put people like on a Disneyland ride up to space?
Yes.
For
Good
Yeah.
what
question.
money?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I think
Oh,
that's the whole point of it.
God.
Like, he's sold seats on it before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Look it up. Look, can you
I'm
look that
looking up a lot of things.
How much does it cost to ride on Jeff Bezos' space tour or something?
It's the first time, I think. Here, let's look.
He's done, no.
Well, I
William
remember thinking
Shatner did it.
Yeah, and I always
A
kind of
bunch
thought
of
that was
people
sort of
did it.
sweet. Like William Shatner, he's like in his 90s now, but he was like kind of like he was choked up when he came back in. It was
Yeah, and
kinda
Bezos
cute.
interrupted him. Remember, he's like, I've seen space, and Jeff Bezos is like, how great is this? Have some champagne. He's like, come on.
It's weird that antisocial billionaires have some weird social skills that, or don't have them, that other people do. I put
I
them
don't
in
think
the
it's
same
weird at
category.
I'm
They're
kidding,
like
man.
autistic losers.
Yeah.
Of course they don't.
Yeah, you said it like they just have a thing. Like I don't have it. I'll tell you something. I'm very charming. I'm very sociable. There's not, shut up, fucking. But there's not a part in my brain that's like, this is how you make a lot of money. It's like, money? Why do I need money? I have whiskey and my friends are hanging out.
I got the
I've got joy. I'm crying because I'm so happy.
The first.
Does anyone remember laughter?
See, you can't put a price on this,
You
Bill.
want a price on it? Dude, I gotta go.
Oh, we
I'm
got
so
it.
sorry.
Don't be. I can't believe we got to hold on to you for
I
nearly
have
an hour
to take
and a
my
half.
mom to a very overpriced show tonight.
Very sweet.
Let us
Aw.
know how that is. It looks.
Keanu, it was so lovely to meet you, kind of. I'll come back and we'll hang out for real without
I know.
the clowns. Yeah.
Oh,
We're right here.
we are right here. Well, I can't
And
believe
to my fans.
I can't believe we got to hang out with you for 90 minutes. You're
I can't
fantastic.
Thank you
either.
so much.
I am.
Do your plugs, Lauren. Where are you gonna go? What do you got?
Oh, I mean, I'll be in nowhere. Just follow me on the
You
socials.
don't really have to do plugs. You were just doing this.
She kills it on Instagram. She's
I'm much better because
she's great at
and then yeah, and then me and Bill show up on your feed at some point because we just
Yay!
Mhm. I forget. Are you still doing TikTok? You know me. I don't know.
Are you talking?
Oh, you mean am I a Chinese pawn? Is that what you're saying?
Are you a pawn for the Chinese government taking over America?
Basically, yes. I love you.
Hold on.
She's tall in China.
So much.
You are the best.
Oh my god! Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Bill. You sit. You walk around.
Thanks for coming.
Bill, walk around, and then return to the chair. I mean, it's bad enough you got
While
it all.
they're doing that.
Coming back so we can hang in real
Yes,
and,
please come on my podcast sometime. I'll send you some.
I'm stealing one. I
Now
cannot
that I
think.
know the
I
real
cannot-
address.
I know.
Now that I
That's
know
my
the real
fault.
address.
I suck.
What a lovely woman. My goodness gracious.
What's
She
that?
is so lovely. I love her, Eugene.
She is. So
Why are you
good to us,
gatekeeping
baby.
the fun people from me?
I don't know why we have the friends we have. I don't
You
get that.
can go ahead and get rid of that third camera if you want to.
I will in a sec, baby. All right.
Love her. Love her.
Hold on. Hold on.
Want
He's actually
Bye.
insulting you.
No! No!
How good is Lauren Savon to us, baby?
You,
I didn't know you'd never met her.
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
No, you're rude.
I am not rude.
And you don't listen to
What'd you
me.
say?
Friday.
Maybe I had a tough day. I had a very busy day at the trash can.
You came home, I'm like fucking vacuuming like I like to do. Get out!
Why are you like this? Hi, baby. Hi. Chin down.
What if you,
Thank God that.
if that was I would have lost it. I would have spiraled.
Oh my
Keep
God.
it going for Lauren Sivan, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful woman. Follow her everywhere. Eugene.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Hi.
she great?
Fantastic. Look at that. Look, that's
Boy, oh boy, was she hot.
She's fantastic. I love that. I love that she came by, like, just to hang out with friends. And I love telling old stories.